Hello, dear students.
Hello, teacher. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, past perfect progressive. How are you today?
We are fine, actually. Thank you, teacher. How about you?
I feel great, thanks. Before starting our class, I haven't graded the last exam papers. Yesterday, I worked out at the gym, so I was beat. Furthermore, I got stuck in traffic. It had been snowing all day, so there was a heavy traffic on my way. I got home late and therefore I hit the sack. So I could not finish in grading. I will grade them by tomorrow. Yes, John. Do you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yes, teacher. I have a question. Why did you use it had been snowing in your sentence?
Good question. In English grammar, we call this tense past perfect continuous or past perfect progressive tense. You will have the answer at the end of the class. We are going to learn how and when to use this tense today.
Oh, great. Thank you, teacher.
So, before diving into the lesson, do you have any question related to our previous class?
No.
No? Okay, so let's get started. Past perfect continuous. As I said before, we call this tense past perfect progressive or past perfect continuous tense. I am not going to say both names, okay?
Okay.
I will just use one. So, the past perfect continuous tense is used to talk about something that started in the past and continued in the past, but everything is in the past. You also know that because it has the word past in it. It has the word continuous in it, which means something continue. So, those are a big clue, right?
Yes.
Let's have some examples to understand it better so we can use this tense to talk about something that had been happening in the past. For example, I had been living in Texas. This sentence means that during a period of time in the past, the beginning and ending times are both in the past. I had been living in Texas. Moreover, we can use this tense to describe something had been happening and then something else happened. Again, all in the past. For example, I could say I had been living in Texas before I moved to Colorado. As we can see, the sentence shows that I moved to Colorado sometime in the past, but before it I had been living in Texas, alright? So, let's look at the section. We can create the positive form of this tense as follows. Subject plus had plus been plus verb plus ing. Subject plus had plus been plus verb plus ing. We have subject plus had plus been plus verb with ing. For example, I had been working hard in Texas, or she had been living in Texas, or they had been saving money to move to Colorado. Okay? So, far so good.
Yes, teacher. Thank you. We get it.
Great. Let's have a look at when we use past perfect continuous tense. So we can use it to talk about a past activity that had been happening. Back to you. Question, John. It had been snowing all day. We can also use it to talk a continuous activity in the past which is finished before another task in the past. For example, again, we had been playing tennis before it started to rain. We can also use this tense to talk about the time span of an activity, the past. For example, we had been working on this project for 6 months or since May. Another important point as you may remember from previous classes, we cannot use stative verbs such as like, love, hate, and understand with continuous tense. So we cannot use this tense for stative verbs, okay?
Okay.
Now, how do we form the negative forms of this tense? Any idea? Yes, Sarah, go ahead, please.
I think we can add not after had to form the negative form of the tense.
Yes, it's correct. We just need to add not after had, or we can shorten it as hadn't. For example, she hadn't been working. She had not or hadn't been working. Perfect. What about the question form? Yes, Jane. Go ahead, please.
I think we need to put had before the subject. It is correct?
Yes, it is. For example, had she been working in Texas? And its short answer is yes, she had, or no, she hadn't. And don't forget to put question mark at the end of the question, please. This is the second smile. Ok. Had she been working in Texas? Had she been working in Texas?
Okay.
Okay, now let's look at how we form contraction using the past perfect continuous tense. So basically, contraction, which are these shortened from like instead of I had not, we say I hadn't. We use them more in conversation and informal writing. We do not use them in formal writing, okay? For positive form, we can shorten. Had been by the been, I had been working, or she had been working, or we had been working. For negative form, I have already described. Hadn't. I hadn't been working. Having explained the shortened form, we can continue with some practice. We will have some positive, negative, and questions. Please help me to complete these sentences.
Okay, teacher.
I So, I had been thinking of ordering pizza. They, yes,
They had been looking for the key.
yes, correct, thank you. They had been looking for the key. They had been looking for the key. Another one. She missed her family. What's the correct form?
She had been missing her family.
She had been missing her family. He exercised regularly.
I think it will be he hadn't been exercising regularly.
Negative form.
Yes.
So he hadn't been exercising
Regularly.
Nice. Great. Let's have one more.
Okay.
I sleep well. Do you know?
In which form? Is it a question form, teacher? I hadn't been sleeping well.
I hadn't been sleeping well. Yes. And for last exercise, let's have a question form.
Okay.
He hadn't been feeling well. He hadn't been feeling well. Build the question form, please.
Had he been feeling well? No, he hadn't.
Had he been feeling well? No, he hadn't. Today we have learned how to use past perfect continuous tense. We have learned how to form the positive, negative and question forms and how to shorten it. We have also learned when we cannot use this tense. As the homework, please complete the page 47-46 on the book. We will practice them during the next class. I hope you enjoy this lesson. Enjoy the rest of the day and take care.
Thank you so much, teacher. Have a good day.
Thank you.